All right, one more, Mr. Baldus.
Question. Cuonzo, you've been very just open about your faith. This is a lot of your journey, which is great. I appreciate in this setting. So just talk for a minute how you deal with that with the media who wants to separate the head coach of the state university and who you are as a man, dealing with players who maybe don't have that foundation.
You might have struck a chord with him, too. He's an Illini fan, so he may be switching.
Oh, yeah, he can switch. Come on over. That's a great question. And when I was out at Cal Berkeley, when I took over the job, that's when I noticed it. And yeah, I didn't think anything was wrong with it because, Tennessee, they call it Bible Belt, so everything was great. But when I got to Cal Berkeley, my first interview, a reporter asked me that question that you just asked. And I was like, well, what's the big deal? And I got home to my wife, we talked about it, and then she helped me understand this is the reason why. Because now you're in California, and everything is so liberal, and just their thoughts, and there's so many different nationalities, so many different walks of life, so you got to be careful. And you're on Cal Berkeley's campus, they protesting every other day, just on anything. I mean, but I didn't stop. I didn't stop because that's who I am. Now, with our players, I always respect our players' space. I always respect that. I mean, they do what they want to do. They know who I am. I don't impose anything on them. I respect their space as young men. Now, what happens is they oftentimes ask me, now we had one of our better young players, he was struggling. Now he asked me for scripture, how to pray, coach, give me, but it's not me imposing anything on them. Because what I learned a long time ago, and I guess about 6 or 7 years ago, we had a pastor with one of our teams. He said what he learned, I'd rather be a sermon than hear a sermon. Meaning I'd rather see one than hear one. Because oftentimes we can talk all day long, but your everyday actions, that's what really speaks. And that's how I try to live anyway. So I think our guys, I like to think they respect how I move as a man, a father, and a husband. They might not agree with everything I do as a coach, but that's neither here nor there. But I think you have to be who you are. Because I think if, in a true sense, if you hide that from the people, then you're hiding it from God. So then you're really losing in the end. If you believe. Now, if you don't believe him, you do what you want to do. But if you truly believe in him, then you'll stand on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cuonzo Martin.
Thank you.
Great job.